So a bunch of you guys already know I've been planning on getting back into flying, so here we go. Today I'll be unboxing the Spektrum NX8. The last time I flew, it's been 12, 13, 14, maybe even 15 years ago. It's been at least 13. I gotta go back and count up the time, but the last radio I had was a DX6, if I'm not mistaken, which was a 6-channel radio. This particular one is an 8-channel radio. We're just gonna go ahead and open this thing and let you see what's what. So I noticed it wasn't sealed. Gonna start here. So you get a lanyard, which is pretty cool. So that just clips right here and goes around your neck. If I'm not mistaken, a DX5 did not come with one of these. I'm pretty sure it didn't. So I remember having my own lanyard. And you get a charger. I hadn't picked up a DX6 in forever, but this does feel lighter from what I remember. It feels really, really, really good. So that's the charging port right here. And the buddy box and headphones. Okay, pretty cool. Oh, it actually comes with a battery. What is this? What type of battery is this? This is a 2000 milliamp battery. So 1S. Lithium ion, I'm assuming. Let's see if it has a little juice on it. I think the way you power these up is here. It's a nice screen based on what we used to fly, which were just like a black and white screen, if I'm not mistaken. Dot matrix, I think is what they call it. Still has that roller. We're gonna get a charge on this thing and go into the menu and start messing around with it. So you got a ton of switches on this thing. And all this will be set up based on what you want your airplane to do, or your drone, or your heli. The trims, different trims here and here as well. This feels really solid. If I'm not mistaken, the DX models didn't come with the knobs like this. I'm almost sure it didn't, because I remember, if I'm not mistaken, I bought a set for mine. Really feel that. And this particular model talks as well, and it has telemetry built into it. Pretty cool feature as well. When you're flying, I guess that gives you a better signal when you're holding a radio like this flying. So guys, I shot a bunch of video to show you the menus and everything, but did it with my GoPro. Didn't come out too well. It's kind of hard for me to position my main camera. So let me just get into it. Here's the main reasons why I bought this. For one, the price was right. This one was what, $3.99? And I got the one that was, it didn't come with the receivers. I didn't need the receivers because I'm buying and fly planes. As of right now, I'm only doing UMX. I'm not gonna break the bank because I don't want to go with the larger planes because I don't feel like transporting them. I don't want to have to go to the airfield. The next reason why I chose to go with a Spektrum radio is because I'm very familiar with them. These are radios that I've used for years, although a bunch of you guys know I did change over to a Noble MB4, but that's not to say I'm not gonna go back with Spektrum. I'm really just waiting on a new model for the Spektrum before I actually change back over, but at some point I might change back. But I'm really familiar with them. I used the DX6, was my last flight controller. The next reason is the ease of the menu. The menu is really easy to use, really easy. Anybody can use this. And again, like I say, it kind of goes back to what I just said. I'm very familiar with it. Next thing is, and this may not be a big thing, but you guys do have to remember it's been, I'm gonna say 13, 14, maybe 15 years since I've flown. And the last time I did fly, Wi-Fi was not an option. And Wi-Fi is integrated into this unit, so by it having Wi-Fi, it really, for me, is just it's seamless to set this thing up. You get all your updates. It's really easy to get your updates. You can use the SD card, which it is an SD card slot somewhere on this unit. I think right here is where I was looking at earlier. But I can just connect to my Wi-Fi and do the update over the air. Next reason, some of you guys might beat me up on this because I have been messing around with this in the middle of me making this video. I did stop because I got some calls from work and I started doing some work and I started messing with this while I was on the call. Well, the one thing that really sold me on this right away was the ability to go in and program your models really easy. In other words, in this menu, it's an area where all the planes that this will control is already there, and all I have to do is just basically go in and click a few buttons, and then I go to that model and bind it, and I'm ready to fly. I mean, what's better than that? Now, from what I can tell, those settings are just like a baseline. According to your flying style, you can go in and you can change certain things on there, you know, whether it be your expo, whether it be your dual rates, or whatever it is you want to change, you can go in and change it, you know, according to your flying style. Now, for me, this gives me a baseline. This gets me back into the air, back doing what I was doing the last time I was doing, and it gets me back in the air really fast. And another reason is because of the telemetry, which is really, really, really cool. We didn't have that ability to do that when we used to fly back in the day. We would just set the timer. Of course, this has a timer. We just set the timer, and you didn't really have anywhere you could just go on there and just look at the battery, which you're not going to be doing a lot of looking at the battery while you're flying. But at the same time, just to have that feature is really a good feature. I will leave a link below in the description in case you guys want to check out one of these radios. Click that link. That will help the channel if you guys do decide to get one of the radios, if you're in the market for a radio. But again, like I said, I didn't go into a lot of detail with this because there's a ton of videos out there already. This radio is, I'm not going to say old, but it's older. It's been out for a while. But again, it hadn't been out as long as the DX series. This is the NX series, and that's the reason why I went with this particular one. So there you have it, guys. That is the Spektrum NX8. This thing is packed with a bunch of features. This is the radio I'll be using. I'm a big Spektrum fan, although I went to the other radio on my surface cars. I've still been thinking about going back to a Spektrum radio. I'm kind of waiting on them to do something new. I really like Spektrum. That's like one of my favorite radios. I started out with that, so this is one of those things. I know most of the guys I know that started out for Topper. That's their thing for Topper. But for me, with my airplanes and drones and quads and all that type of stuff and helicopters, I'm going to stick with Spektrum on this one. Make sure you guys stay tuned because I got a whole lot more coming. If you don't mind, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you guys hadn't subscribed, and also hit that notification bell. Till next time, guys, this is GNCRC. Thanks for watching.